Well, we really made some awesome finds in this hunt, and one of them really took me back, way back. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is really nice to see you here. Now, this episode picks up right where we left off in the last episode, at that amazing Colonial and Civil War era property. Well, towards the end of the day, we had about 2 hours left to hunt, and we decided to take a break from the fields. Well, we went through the cattle gate, crossed the old Colonial roadbed, and headed straight into the yard of the original 1850s farmhouse. Now, we've hunted this yard previously in the past with some success, but I was really wondering just how well my Minelab Manticore might do there now. Well, as it turned out, the Manticore went nuts, and Chris and Drew found some amazing things as well. And one of the things that I found absolutely blew me away. Well, this is giving me a nice 54 signal. Dug way down. I got a harness ring first out of this hole, and then it was ringing a 90, and it was about 9 inches down. And I pulled this out. It's kind of the base or a foot to something very ornate. I don't know. It might have been it's hard to say. Check out the pattern down here at the bottom. At first I thought it was part to an old stove, but now I'm just not sure. It looks like it has grapes here at the top. Just a really cool piece, and just thought I knew I had to share this one with you. Pretty cool. It's old and interesting. Well, this one was giving me around a 60. I got another one over here in the 50s, but I thought I'd tackle the 60 signal first. And it was sort of on edge and right in this dirt clod here. And check that out. I don't know if it's like a tag or a pendant.
Milton Bradley?
Milton Bradley, there you go.
Interesting.
I thought maybe it was more 80s. Mr. But that's an odd one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
I have no idea what that was, but that was a pretty cool signal. On edge, pretty deep, about 7 inches. So right there is where I got the tag with the letters MB, and a 59 was right next to it. It was pretty deep, 6 inches, and I popped it out, and check it out. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm thinking, don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's a dog tag. See if I can get it in the light here. That's from Morristown. That's pretty far away from where I am, which is kind of funny. And the number 313 was real old-fashioned numerals. That's an oldie here. I've never seen this tag before. So I'm going to get it cleaned up. I'm thinking dog tag. Maybe it was related to the other tag, but the other tag seemed to be much more modern. But I don't know. That's pretty cool. I definitely like this. Well, there it is. And I don't think it's a dog tag. It doesn't have a date on it. So I'm thinking possibly a check tag. It could be a farmer's check tag, field worker, tool check tag. Definitely an old one though. Look at the old style numeral 3s on it. I would definitely say late 1800s, early 1900s. So very happy with that. And practically almost in the same hole as the other piece. So pretty cool. Well, I'm glad we kind of came over here and worked the yard of the old farmhouse on this property. It's a beautiful thing. It was built in the 1850s. But unfortunately I can't show it because I don't want to give Drew's permission away. But here's yet another piece from it. And this was giving me like a 30-31. And boy, it took me a little while to find this. That was about 8-9 inches down, but check it out. I love this piece. I've actually found a few of these. These are extremely popular in the 30s. And it's a Scotty dog pin. Is that not cool or what? If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you've seen me find a few of these. And I always love finding it. And this one's all there. Look there, it's got a little prong. That's cool. It has little prongs on the edges, so it might have gone on an old purse or some clothing. So that's really cool. Could have been on a belt, but definitely old. I definitely would put that back into the 1930s, maybe the 20s. Well, Chris said he got a coin and it was very, very deep.
Down there.
Oh yeah, it's good 8-9 inches.
Well,
you're looking at a penny. He's getting an 1819.
which is usually...
Oh, it's an Indian.
It's an Indian. I can see the headdress.
Way to go.
All right.
Oh, might be.
It's a little...
See what kind of date. It's pretty clean. You should be able to get a date.
Let's see. Well... I don't know if I can... I don't want to... Here, it's down here. It goes.
That's awesome.
It's a little chunky on that side.
It always is. It's got to be chunky on the date.
Of course. It actually looks like it's going to be clean. Oh, come on. Let's see. 1870.
Oh, lordy.
It's the 70s.
That's nice.
78 or 9.
Wow. Very cool.
Nice, man.
Let me grab it. See if yeah, it is a little chunky, isn't it?
Wow, she was down there.
Yeah, it was. Well, there you have it.
Awesome. I will take that and then some.
Yep, that's not bad. 8-9 inches down.
Oh,
and that's with
the little coil.
The little coil.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, I got something pretty darn cool. I've never found one of these before. And at first I was like, oh, well, that's cool. But then it struck me. This is different than what I usually find. And check it out. This is a harmonica reed plate, but it's not a piece of one. This is a complete reed plate. This is one of those really tiny harmonicas. You can hear Chris in the background over there. But isn't that amazing? You can see the holes on either end. This is a complete reed plate. And this would have been a little shirt pocket, one of those little miniature harmonicas. I've never found one of these before. And that is really cool. I'm definitely happy to have that. And it was giving me ringing about a 49 on the Manticore. And I'd say it was about 6 inches down. Well, we have even more mysteries solved this week thanks to all of you watching last week. You might recall the odd iron link that I found right off the bat in last week's episode. Well, luckily History Hunter was watching the episode and he quickly let me know that iron link was actually a colonial era flint striker used to start fires back in the day. You might also recall the interesting iron object that I found near where the old blacksmith shop once stood. Well, luckily, Marvin Scheibacker and Garnet Carmichael quickly let me know in the comments that what I'd actually found was a hand-forged colonial era pintle that was once part of a very old door strap hinge assembly. And it didn't take me long after that before I found another unusual iron object that had me a bit stumped. Well, luckily, Rick Mavick was watching, and he quickly let me know that what I'd found was a very old log splitting pin. And as it turned out, these pins were also commonly modified during colonial times to act as door hinges. This next piece was a crude, curved brass piece that I pulled from deep in a hole out in that field. Well, this time Gus Runke was watching the episode and quickly chimed in to let me know that what I'd found was most likely a handmade bolt to a very old padlock. And last, but certainly not least, I found a very unusual piece that I thought might have been a candle holder. Well, this time Joey Delosier, Leslie Mall, and Tracy Wilkie chimed in at almost the exact same time to let me know that what I'd actually found was one of the grinding pieces from inside a very old coffee grinder. Well, I think we broke the record for the most mysteries solved in one episode. And I want to send a huge thank you to everyone that reached out and helped make last week's mystery finds this week's mystery solved. Chris is poking in between these two trees here and got something kind of interesting.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
I'm waiting on you to enlighten me.
Okay. I don't know. It looked like a bike tire
You know, it might be a
valve. I don't know.
I almost thought it kind of looked like one of to check your tire pressure.
Yeah, that too. It's just that knob is what's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
it does have
reminded
this
me.
knurled. It's definitely old.
Yeah.
Probably 20s or somewhere. It's old brass, green patina, but pretty cool. I'll get it cleaned up, give you a better look at it, and
Maybe it'll be a mystery find.
well, you never know. It happens.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what I have here. I got a 73 signal. I dug down, and lo and behold, I found something nice and round, but extremely small, right here in the dirt. Now, I called Chris over and Drew. We've been kind of looking at it and poking at it. We have no idea what this is. Maybe I'm just tripping. But see that?
It's got the. It looks like an Indian.
I know, but ringing way too high for that. But
is it a trimmed?
I just wonder if it's a token or a foreign coin or a coal script. That could be. But it has a patina like you would get on a bronze coin. Oh man, I have no idea. Maybe it's a really worn weedy. Maybe. I just don't know. Gosh.
Super worn.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys. We're just going to have to get this cleaned off a little bit. You want to grab the camera?
Yeah.
What the heck? Let me, I want to get my Andre. You might want to get out here in the light. See if I can give it a. Hopefully it'll come clean. Jeez, this thing is it's just a. If it's a Roosevelt, I'm gonna die. Man, what is that? I mean, I can kind of see some design coming out. That's crazy.
That should get it.
Oh.
It's a 1. It's a token.
No. Boy, it reminds me of a German coin.
1 Pfennig?
1 Pfennig. How weird would that be? How appropriate would that be? Yeah, honestly, let's see. I'll be darned. You're kidding me. It's a 1 Deutsches Reich. And this will have a double-headed eagle on the other side.
Oh wow!
I dug these when I was in high school in Germany.
Maybe it's a
coin they brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did find a World War II military hat pin.
Yeah.
Out here. Could you believe that? And these were one of my favorite things to dig in Germany. Yep.
There's the eagles, huh?
Yep. See the wings? There's the wing right there. And there's the eagle's head.
Well, that thing has had a
and guess what?
long life.
I know where the date is on these. I've dug so many. Not in a long time.
Post-war? Or?
No, this is 1800s.
Really?
Yeah, to early 1900s. There's the date right there. Can you see it?
We'll go from Morristown to Germany.
I know.
Something's not adding up.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And Britain, too. I had that British penny before.
Yeah, we got a British large cent out here. Well, this is going to be a really long segment, guys, but I think it's kind of worth it. It's definitely nostalgic for me.
One.
Oh, yeah. It's 1800s. Or no. Gosh, I just can't quite get it. But it is. These are made of bronze, the early ones. And
that ring up.
Yeah, ring up really nice. I think it's 1900 on the dot.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, 1 Deutsches Reich, 1 Pfennig. How cool.
So with inflation, that's worth what? 2 Deutsche Fligs now?
Yeah, Fligs? I'll tell you what, that's amazing. And it's going to clean up really nice.
How cool.
And it is right around the era of an Indian head penny.
Yeah.
But I used to dig these up by the bushelful when I was in high school in Germany and Munich.
What a random find out here.
What a freaking flashback. As soon as I saw the 1, I was like, man, I know this coin.
Wow.
You know, it was kind of crazy because this hunt actually took place just a few days before my 45th anniversary of metal detecting. And the moment I realized I had that old German coin in my hand, it took me back immediately, 40 years back, to when I was a teenager metal detecting in Munich, Germany. And the memories of those days of metal detecting in Germany just came flooding back to me. You know, it's really strange how things sometimes happen in this hobby. And I have to say, I couldn't have gotten a more perfect gift for my 45th anniversary of metal detecting than that 1900 1 Pfennig German coin. It's a strange hobby we have. Well, this is just crazy. Honestly, we've hunted this yard quite a bit before, and we found an occasional thing, but this Manticore has just been going crazy for the last hour or two. I got the German coin here, but first I dug a hole here, and I cleared out some junk aluminum. It looks like that the pie pan foil that you would dig up, and I knew there was another signal just up above it, but I figured it was more of that stuff, and as I swung my coil, I got that signal for the German coin. I dug that up. So I decided to come here and just clear the garbage out. Well, check it out. It wasn't garbage. Well, it was in a way, but not at the same time. I got this cap here, and I thought, maybe let me clean it off. It might have something on it. And check that out. It says Model 12 Aladdin Wick Cleaner. I have never heard of that. Definitely early 1900s. Only thing, I didn't even know you could clean your lantern wicks. I just thought you replaced them and burned them, but that is pretty darn cool. Unless it has something to do, I just figured, since it says Aladdin, I figured maybe it was lamp related, but that is really awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, I think Drew pulled out something awesome. Oh, I think it's a sash buckle, huh? Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man, that's beautiful. Wow.
Still got the middle piece, huh?
Yeah. This could go all the way back to the wartime, too.
It ring up pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were just talking about this farmhouse was under attack during the Civil War. And so it's got a lot of history. And this is definitely an oldie. Wow, man, that is awesome. What did it ring up for you?
22, but it would bounce up some too.
Yeah, on the
A little
600.
more.
I
Yeah.
would love a 22 signal right now.
He's mad.
Well, let me tell you. Yeah, Drew, I tell you, he's Drew, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is great. Awesome find, awesome find. Well, I called the guys over because I found something kind of cool right here too. It was giving me a 49, and I dug down and this piece of white porcelain came out. I thought it was going to be like a doll's head, and I rarely find those, so I was getting kind of excited, but some kind of a vase or something, or I don't know what it was.
Put to it.
Yeah, so I got that, and then I was still getting a signal in the hole, and I was pulling the dirt out, and check this out. Look at that green. Yeah, it's got a green glass top.
Oh, that wild.
It is some kind of an old perfume bottle, I think. Not sure. It may have something on the bottom here. But isn't that cool? See, it's got, yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that sterling thimble I have with the amethyst top.
Yeah.
Except this one has a glass
Oh, is that cool?
faceted top on it. But look at that. Isn't that awesome? So, and it turned out, as far as I can tell, my target was the metal cap on the bottle and a shotgun head stamp. But that's not bad. Pretty cool hole right there. I'll get this cleaned up.
I've never seen a bottle with that kind of
I've never seen that before, ever. That is so cool. And, yeah, it's been fun out here. Well, what was amazing was we found all those very cool things in just a couple hours, and all the things that I found were in just half a row in that yard. So I think it's a pretty safe bet that we're going to be heading back to that yard pretty soon. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because I have some amazing old photographs to share with you from our country's illustrious past. And stick around to the very end of this episode, because I have a link there that'll take you to another very cool Finding America episode. And this one is also an episode that I filmed at this location quite a few years ago. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode, and remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.